Good morning and welcome to Living Local 15. I'm your host, Jessica Williams. Thank you so much for joining me. First up, it's Women's Wealth Wednesday with Foster Financial. And today we're discussing pension payouts via lump sum. Then it's Women's Health Wednesday with Fem Medical and Spa. And in case you missed it, we're taking a look back at meeting Dr. Ashley in this new series. And a little bit later, it's Epic Discounts at Epic Prices. So get your phones out. That and more happening now.
Fashion, food, and fun. You're watching Living Local 15 with your host, Jessica Williams.
This segment sponsored by Foster Financial. It's that time for Women's Wealth Wednesday with Foster Financial, and today we're continuing our conversation about pension payout with Caleb Doan, their Vice President. Hey there, Caleb.
Hi.
Welcome, welcome.
Thanks very much.
Okay, so this was something interesting that we discussed about a month ago, pension payout options. So kind of highlight what we discussed previously.
Yeah, I think last time we talked a little bit about the differences between taking a straight life pension versus taking 100% joint and survivor.
Yes.
So with both of those, you're getting a certain monthly payout. The straight life pays out a little bit more, but if you were to pass away, nothing goes on to your spouse. With the 100% joint and survivor, you get a little bit less every month, but if you were to pass away, then it continues on as long as your spouse lives as well.
Yeah, that was so interesting.
Yeah. So I mean, those are almost always offered with pensions, but there's oftentimes another option in there that's maybe offered 50% of the time, let's say, and it's a lump sum option in their pension. And so obviously it is what it sounds like. It's a lump sum benefit that you get as opposed to that monthly benefit there. And it's kind of like, I think I saw a headline recently that there was like a Powerball winner in Indiana. Somebody won $100,000 from a ticket they bought at a gas station. Yeah. Oftentimes when you hear about the larger winners, $100 million or something, you'll hear that they get the option for the lifetime annuity or the lump sum, and everyone has the debate of which one is better. It's kind of the same thing with the pensions. They could say, hey, we'll give you $10,000 every year for the rest of your life, or we'll give you $150,000 right now for the pension, and then we have to make that decision of what makes the most sense for the client.
Okay, so let's have a little fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say you won that big $100,000. Which one would you go with? Do you know?
I would it depends how much it is, but I would probably end up taking the lump sum, I imagine, because with the annuity, there's just all of a sudden you have to think of like how long am I going to live for, and what's my tax bracket going to be in the future. I'd probably end up taking the lump sum, and if I wasn't a financial advisor, I would make sure I get a really good financial advisor at that point.
Oh, yes, for sure. Okay, so same here. I would totally do the lump sum, and I have a little secret. I always decided if I win the lottery, I'm not signing the ticket.
Oh, okay. Why is that?
Because I want to hire an attorney and set up some type of business that can claim the funds so it's not public and everybody doesn't contact you.
Right, yeah.
So there's ways that you don't have to be all over the place and have to pose with the check.
Yeah, I'm sure there's lots of friends that kind of come out of the woodwork.
Exactly.
If
it's like,
happens,
you just want to still live normally. So
right. No, that's very real.
That's so fun. Okay, so people have this same type of decision making if they get a pension payout. And so when it comes to lump sum, how would a company really decide what that lump sum would be? Yeah,
the company has certain formulas kind of implemented into the pension plan that they'll use. A lot of it is based on interest rates that will help determine how much they'll give. But oftentimes we'll see that it ends up being, let's say, 10 to 16 times what the annual benefit would be is what they'll pay you as a lump sum benefit. So if you don't take the lump sum and instead you took just that straight life benefit, you would need to live 10 to 16 years, let's say, just to break even with what you would have gotten if you would have taken that lump sum all up front. So of course you could see a scenario where if somebody takes that straight life pension and then they were to pass away 3 or 4 years down the road, nothing goes to beneficiaries. And of course, in hindsight, it would have been better to take that lump sum because that lump sum can be rolled into an IRA, tax-free. It's rolled over into the IRA. It's a non-taxable event to roll that over. And then if they were to pass away, that goes to their spouse, that goes to their beneficiaries. And so there's still money available in that plan. And that's the biggest thing, that's the most attractive to clients in that situation, is they're saying, hey, I don't know how long I'm going to live, and so I want to make sure that I'm getting as much value as I can out of this pension plan.
That's so true, especially because the joint survivor option sounds really great, right? Because it's like your spouse gets the money for the rest of their life, but what if you're both older? Or what if an unexpected accident happened and both lives are lost?
Yeah.
You can't leave anything of your pension to your kids. So that's something to think about. Man, these options are hard. So what other considerations do people put into this decision?
Yeah, I mean, certainly, they're expected withdrawals. So if people are going to have higher withdrawals earlier on in retirement, maybe they want that lump sum. Because once you have that lump sum, you have a lot more flexibility to decide how you want to spend it. If you're just taking that monthly benefit for the rest of your life, that's all you're getting, right?
Yeah.
So you're not able to go back and say, hey, never mind, I actually want that lump sum, or I need more this year and give me a little less next year. They're just giving you that stated amount. And of course, if you take that lump sum, it can be invested in the meantime too. So you can have years of growth with that lump sum that maybe you wouldn't have if you were just getting that monthly benefit for the rest of your life. So it allows us to tailor the risk in that account a little bit more towards the client, especially if they're a more growth-oriented or more aggressive, risk-seeking investor. They might want to have that money earlier on because they think that maybe they'll be able to achieve a nice higher growth rate than just allowing the company to give them that money over time.
And sometimes in life, you never know. That's what I like to say. And so you just take it, you live your best life and enjoy it, and because tomorrow's not promised.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, well, thank you for breaking that down,
Yeah,
Caleb.
thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. And if you'd like more information about Foster Financial and learning about your options throughout retirement and as you're preparing for retirement, you can give them a call. Their phone number is listed below, and I'll see you after the break. This segment sponsored by Foster Financial.
Have an idea for the show? Want to find out how you can be a guest? Contact us at livinglocal15@wayne.com.
Enjoy fun in the sun on Living Local 15. Become a tourist in your own city. Visit your favorite spots and have some fun with me. From kayaking to rappelling off a building, I show you ways to have an adventure in Northeast Indiana every weekday morning at 9 on Wayne 15. So join me, Jessica Williams, for Living Local 15.
Watch Living Local 15 with Jessica Williams weekdays at 9 on Wayne 15 and catch past episodes on wayne.com.
This segment sponsored by FEM Medical and Spa.
We are kicking off a brand new series called Women's Health Wednesday, and we're so thrilled to get this knowledge and education by OBGYN and surgeon Dr. Ashley Scott with FEM Medical and Spa. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, I'm so thrilled that you're here. I know that you have so much experience, and you're just a wealth of information. And so I'm thrilled that we get an opportunity to have this conversation just real and open so that viewers can feel connected with you and also learn a lot.
Yes, yes. I love to teach, so I'm happy that we're here to do this.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's just start with the basics. Just kind of give us a background of your medical profession and your current spa.
Okay, so I'm a board certified OBGYN, so that means I can take care of women in their pregnancy, deliver their babies, and then manage their postpartum care. But in addition, with the gynecological side, I can care for women throughout every stage of their life. So from adolescence all the way, through their menopausal transition. And so, it's not just about a head to toe physical exam. If there's pelvic pain or fibroids, abnormal bleeding, we can help to address all of those things.
Yes.
But then in addition, since I started Fem Medical and Spa, I have also branched into obesity medicine because as women go through, the menopausal transition, there's a lot of shifts that happen, with their bodies. And so I felt like, okay, well, that's an important area of medicine that we should incorporate as women health providers. But then along with that, then we also have branched into aesthetics as well.
Yes, I mean, so much to offer. You have such a
Yes.
unique concept that you brought to Fort Wayne by combining the two, having a medical spa, but having the services as an OBGYN. So I
Yes.
think that's exciting because it makes it a one-stop shop.
Absolutely. And that was exactly our goal. And we wanted to make sure that when women came to our facility, it didn't feel like, any other medical practice. We were trying to be very intentional with our approach to how we wanted to take care of women.
Yeah, which is great. And so with that, though, you made a decision recently to go back to being an OB to the GYN.
Yes. So, I mean, truthfully, I've never gotten out of the obstetric side of it. I was primarily just doing it in a hospital setting. But I felt like right now was a really good time to now start to take on my own patients again because, as we all know, the face of healthcare is changing rapidly in this country. And it is further leading to the increase in morbidity and mortality among women. And so I wanted to make sure I could be part of the solution.
Yeah, it's funny because when you had told me that you were adding that back, you're like, you miss delivering babies. You miss the process of caring for the mom and seeing her through, and I thought that was lovely.
I do. I'm like, oh my goodness, I love holding the babies.
Yeah.
And so I usually am like, please bring your baby to the office so I can love on it.
Yes. Okay, so let's talk about the maternity mortality rate that you were talking about. What are we seeing now in numbers? Because it's so sad that the care is not being given the way they need.
Yes. So, even though in the United States we are one of the most developed countries in the world, when it comes to morbidity and mortality for pregnant women, we're not doing so great. And in Indiana, the story is not much better when we're thinking nationally. And the other thing is at least 77% of these deaths are preventable. And so if we can focus on giving good quality care and helping to build that relationship between the physician and the patient, then hopefully we can bring those numbers down.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially being an African-American provider, I know that our numbers are much higher.
Yes.
The risks levels and also just the care sometimes gets overlooked and it's documented.
Yes. So, I mean, it's not a surprise that, we have a very difficult history in this country.
Yeah.
And because of that, there is some distrust in the healthcare profession in general as it comes to patients. So I do try to be cognizant of that. And, we do have to approach some of our African American patients a little bit differently because they do usually carry a lot more risk. Even when we control for income and education, they're still twice as likely to have a more increase in morbidity and mortality.
Why is that? Like, what puts us more at risk, and what are some of the signs that you recognize?
So, I mean, overall, I would say there's a lot of different factors that can play into this, but we do know that there is biases that exist.
Yes.
And so one of the things that we can do is really just help to educate women in our population. So helping them to understand that even before you get pregnant, you have to make sure you're healthy, before the pregnancy ever happens. So that's what I like to do in my office. We like to do that preconception counseling to make sure your blood pressure is well controlled and all of your labs are normal. You're still eating healthy and exercising. Those things don't stop just because you're pregnant.
Right. That is so good. Preparing the cavity for conception, for sure. And so I guess as women kind of think about the steps and stages when it comes to preparing for motherhood, and at what stage would you say they should start to see you? And I say that because is it best to start off on the gynecology side and then talk to you in that process prior to getting pregnant?
Yes, I think so. I mean, I think you always want to make sure that your relationship with your provider is one where you feel like you can speak up and you feel empowered, to advocate for yourself. And so maybe doing that when you first are pregnant It's not bad to do, but if you
Yeah.
already have a relationship with your provider and you know that this is someone who you can trust, then it might be easier to make those conversations in pregnancy happen.
Right. Yeah. And I have to add that your facility, of course, is so beautiful
thank
and
you.
welcoming. I mean, if y'all haven't seen it, we'll show you clips of it because it's pink, it's plush. You know, you want to set that comfortable environment and not a sterile office, right?
Yes, absolutely. We wanted to make certain that women felt like this was for them. We were very intentional with the colors and the fabrics. And, you know, a lot of people may have thought I went overboard, but I did on purpose because I wanted it to be a place where they felt like, okay, I can rest all of my inhibitions. And then that allows for an easier conversation to talk about things that, you know, you may be worried about.
Right. And that's why I'm excited about this series. And there's a lot that people have to look forward to as we have this conversation. As I said, I've talked to you. Full disclosure, Ashley is my gynecologist. And so I just trust in your knowledge and I just think that you're so deep in the information that you share. So give us a little tease what we can expect over the next weeks and months as we have this convo.
So I would like to be able to talk about things that, you know, there's a lot of myths out there in terms of women's health, whether it pertains to pregnancy, fibroids, menopause. And so I want to be here to dispel those myths and to be able to open up the conversation for women to start having and hopefully help to maybe stop some of the shame with discussing some of these topics.
Yes, I love that. Okay, well, we're going to do this.
Okay.
We're going to do this. I'm so excited.
I'm very excited too, so yeah.
Well, good. Well, thank you for joining me
Thank
today.
you so much.
And if you would like more information about FEM Medical and Spa, we'll have their website listed below. You can check out all of their services from OBGYN to their medical spa as well. And I'll see you after the break. This segment sponsored by FEM Medical and Spa.
Follow us on social media at Living Local 15.
Do you want to know the best places to go to eat and drink around Northeast Indiana? Well, join me, Jessica Williams, for Living Local 15, weekdays at 9 a.m. as I take you inside of the best restaurants, new and old, explore their menu, and of course, mix up some cocktails. Where will I go next? Well, you'll have to watch and see, but I want to know, where do you recommend I go?
Keep up with Jessica Williams on Living Local 15, weekdays at 9.
Welcome to Epic Discounts by BestReviews.com. I'm Melissa Bergameni.
And I'm Ashley Howard, and we are ready to save you some serious cash. And we even made it easy for you. So go ahead and scan the QR code on your screen because we're ready.
That's right, and spring has arrived, and we've got 4 smart tech picks to upgrade your life, whether you're at home or on the road, or hey, even staying active. Let's fill you in.
Okay, so first up, peace of mind every time you drive. This is the Rogue R2 4K dual dash cam. You're getting crystal clear 4K video in the front and full HD in the rear of your vehicle, so nothing gets missed.
And it even has advanced night vision, so your footage stays sharp even in low light. Plus, it comes with a free 128 gigabyte card, so you're ready to go right out of the box. All right, next up, let's talk about you, your health, your goals. The Fitbit Charge 6 makes it so easy to stay on track.
You can track your heart rate, steps, calories, and even your GPS routes without your phone. And it connects to certain gym equipment for more accurate heart rate tracking.
Plus, you get Google Apps built right in and a 6-month premium membership to help you understand your stats even more.
Whether you're out for a walk or getting in a workout, this makes it simple and motivating. And I think we could all use a little more of that. I know I could.
I think we all can. Now, for something oh so fun, the BirdFi Smart Bird Feeder turns your backyard into a live nature show. It's weather resistant, easy to refill, and holds plenty of seeds. It's peaceful, educational, and simply sensational to watch.
And finally, let's talk safety. The SwamCam pool alarm system gives you real-time alerts and live video from your pool area.
If there's unexpected movement in or near the water, you'll know right away. And it works for both in-ground and above-ground pools.
It even has a built-in Wi-Fi repeater for better outdoor coverage, giving you extra confidence.
All right, let's take one last look at today's products helping save you money. From smarter driving to better fitness, backyard fun, and home safety, these spring tech picks make everyday life so much easier.
Head to epicdiscounts.com or scan the QR code on your screen to scan, shop, and save with Epic Discounts by Best Review.
Best Reviews is owned by our parent company, Nexstar. You can find more on the products and where to buy them on WANE.com.
Living Local 15, proudly driven by the Kelly Automotive Group. Go to the Living Local 15 page on WANE.com for recipes from the show, to watch a segment again, and to get information on products and services featured on Living Local 15. Content segments during today's Living Local 15 were paid for by these sponsors.